It has been nearly 4 months since I started investing in Bitcoin, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over how my investment has been performing since that time. Now, guys, if you've been paying attention to the financial news, then you know that Bitcoin has been declining. At one point, we were close to around $130,000 per coin, but since that time, we have seen the pricing on Bitcoin slide tremendously to the downside. Now, there has been a lot of things going on in the world news, specifically in the United States. We had the longest shutdown in US government history, and we are just at a time where there's a lot of uncertainty, and the market is responding by selling off. Now, this is not just happening in the crypto space, but if you take a look at the stock market, then you know that is declining as well. And the interesting thing about that is that we just got some fantastic earnings from Nvidia on Wednesday, but that didn't matter. The market pumped and then it sold right back off. And I think there's just an overall fear of what's next. Now, we've talked about recessions a lot over the past 2+ years. Everyone keeps saying that a recession is coming, and every single time the market pulls back, it seems to bounce and hit all-time highs again. But we're gonna have to keep our eye on it this time to see if that's the case, or are we actually going to be in a recession? And this is on the heels of the Fed potentially not cutting rates in December, and that may have spooked the market. Earlier this month, the Fed mentioned that we may have seen the last rate cut of 2025 with fear of inflation, lots of big companies laying people off. It is the perfect recipe for the market to pull back. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at just how Bitcoin has been performing. So right now, I'm taking a look at a yearly candlestick chart for Bitcoin. And as you can see here, we have seen some ups and downs in the market over the past year. And as of the recording of this video, Bitcoin is trading at $86,865.79 per coin. Now, on my first update video that I gave on my investment in Bitcoin, we were at around $114,000 per coin. So since that time, we have seen a lot of downturn in the crypto space, and Bitcoin is now under $90,000 per coin. All right, so let's flip over and let's take a look at how Bitcoin has been moving over the last 3 months. So right now we're taking a look at a 3-month candlestick chart for Bitcoin. And as you can see, we did have a nice move to the upside. And then ever since that point in time, we have seen the market continuously turn to the downside. If you've watched any of my previous content, then you know that I always say that you cannot time the market. The market is gonna go up and the market is gonna go down. And no matter what anybody tells you, they cannot time the market. But when it comes to the crypto space, that is multiplied by at least 5x. We have seen such wild swings in the market, and I'll show you that as I continue through and provide you with my update. All right, now before I jump in and give you an overview of how my actual investment in Bitcoin has been performing, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a warning. We've been growing on this channel for the past 2 or 3 months at a really good rate. I really appreciate all of the people that have subbed to the channel, all the comments that you guys leave on my videos. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I really do appreciate all of the love that I have been receiving right here on this channel. I wanted to highlight some of the comments that I have seen on some of my videos, and these are people that are looking to scam you. So right here on the screen, and I'll put this right here beside me, these are the types of messages that scammers are leaving in my comment section, and they are trying to get you to leave YouTube and go to a different website or to a different app, and that's where they're going to try to set you up to scam you out of your money. You have to be extremely vigilant in the comment section. Make sure that you're on the lookout for any comments like this. I try to make sure that I remove those from all of my comment sections, but there are times when they slip through, I don't notice them or I don't see them. So make sure that you're staying vigilant and don't fall for any of these scams that are out there. Now we're taking a look at my investment in Bitcoin. And at the top left, you'll see that I have a quantity of 0.00705877. So that's a fraction of a Bitcoin that I own based on my weekly $50 investment into this cryptocurrency. Guys, I know that it's going to take me an extremely long time to actually get to a point to where I even have half of a coin, but that's all right. We've got this on autopilot. Robinhood is going in every Friday and it is purchasing $50 worth of Bitcoin every Friday. I was not able to select every trading day for my crypto purchases in this app, so I have it set to schedule to purchase every Friday. Still fine with me. It's still $10 every single day. And we're just doing this a little bit differently than what we're doing with our stock portfolio in Webull. All right, and to the right of that, you'll see that I have a total value of $613.65. And my average cost that I was able to get in at Bitcoin was $112,224.93. Now, if you saw on my previous screen that we are below $90,000 in Bitcoin, but my average price is $112,224.93. When people see the average cost of what I've paid for my investments in Bitcoin to date versus what Bitcoin is actually trading at right now, it may get a little uneasy because that's a pretty large gap. But again, like I always say, I love purchasing my investments whenever they're pulling back. And right now we have an opportunity to invest in Bitcoin as it's pulling back. So do I hope that at some point that it turns around and it gets back up to over $100,000 a coin? Sure. But until that happens, I'm just going to continue to invest in it and be able to average in. And on my next update, my expectation is that my average cost will be down. And then of course, to the right of that, my portfolio diversity is 100% in crypto. I've only got one investment in this account in Robinhood, and that's Bitcoin. And then if you take a look right below that, my return on the day is I'm down $42.05 or 6.41%. So a decent amount that I'm down today. And then my total return is I'm down $178.50. And that equates to 22.53%. All right, so let's flip over and let's just take a look at a few stats on Bitcoin. So the 52-week high on Bitcoin is $126,238.22. So as you can see, we are down a tremendous amount from the 52-week high. And below that, we have the 52-week low of $74,479.39. And that is the number that I'm watching extremely closely. As Bitcoin continues to pull back, I want to see what happens as it reaches closer to that 52-week low. Are we going to go through that and continue to move to the downside, or are we going to get a bounce and have a little bit of relief on some of the selling? So that's really what I'm watching to kind of get an indication of where this is actually going to be going for the short term. Now, and of course, if you take a look right beside that, you'll see that it has a market cap of $1.74 trillion in the circulating supply. So the supply of Bitcoin out there, 19,944,103 Bitcoin in circulation today. And then right here, I'm just looking at my past 30 days of weekly investments in Bitcoin. If you guys remember, I have this set on autopilot. So Robinhood is going in every Friday, doing this purchase of $50. As you can see, it ends up being $49.51. So we have about 49 cents in fees every week that is deducted from my $50 prior to it going into Bitcoin. And I believe they refer to that as gas fees. Guys, keep me honest in the comment section. I'm not a crypto bro. I'm really trying to learn this space, but I believe that the fee that they call that for when you're purchasing cryptocurrency is gas fees. All right, so that's my overall investment in Bitcoin in the past nearly 4 months. Overall, I'm down around $180 in my investment, which also equates to around 22.5% from a percentage perspective. I'm not too surprised or shocked that we are pulling back in the cryptocurrency space. When I started investing in Bitcoin, we were close to the 52-week high, and now we're pulling back. And now that we're under $90,000 per coin, I'm just going to be laser focused on the price action to see if we get closer to 80,000. And then of course, as we get closer to that 52-week low, that hopefully will give me some indications on where we expect this to go in the short and the medium term. So what do you guys think about my investment in Bitcoin? And are you currently investing in any cryptocurrencies? If so, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're investing in. Let me know if this pullback in the market has impacted your portfolio, and what's your psyche on this? I really want to understand if people are going to actually go in and double and triple down in their investments as we're pulling back, because I believe that this is an opportunity to buy things that are on sale and then ride the wave back up to the 52-week high.